Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to session 1 of Blades in the Dark. Hype!
Hype!
Thank you.
I don't know if I was supposed to speak yet or not.
I thought the exact same thing, and then I'm like, I heard the pause, I'm like, oh, we're supposed to say something. Hype!
Yeah, sorry. Anyway. Alright. I guess quick introductions, maybe, if you guys want. Do we want to go from left to right again? So.
Hey there, it's me, it's your boy Babu-chan coming at you once again from Cheechin's channel. Tell your partner their boyfriend says hi.
Okay. Soul?
Hey, what's up? I'm Soul of the Internet, your favorite cringe Sun Devil VTuber, also a cat girl. What's up?
Nice. Joe?
What's going on? I'm your friendly neighborhood edgy boy, Rockin' the Joe. Advocate to the Fallen Clan. You guys know about the Fallen Clan as well. Fantastic. Love for y'all to join us. And right now, we are playing over at Cheechin's channel. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And
What's
Kuma.
up? My name's Kuma. Nothing really to plug, but thank you for having me, Cheechin.
You're very welcome. Awesome. Alright, so last time, 2 weeks ago, we pretty much finished off character and crew creation. We're not completely done yet, so we're gonna finish that off this session and then maybe get into a first score, a first adventure. Hold on, is there a night mode on this? No, I already enabled. Okay, so we have created the characters. We've also given the crew some stats and some abilities and such. The thing that's still missing is actually placing the crew into the world, into the city of Duskwall. Right, so how that works is you give your crew a reputation, and you start with certain status changes to specific factions, right? And you place where your lair is in the city, and you place where your hunting grounds is, or in your case, where your market grounds, I think they call it, because you're not playing thieves, you're playing hawkers, or you're playing drug dealers. That's the word. My brain is a bit. Yes, that.
What
thing.
are we again? Oh yeah, we're drug dealers.
Right, huh? Yes.
No one's surprised.
Yes, your sales territory. So, I should have a map of Duskwall somewhere in here.
I think it's over in like the main character sheet area.
Can I drag it out? This is tiny. This is not what I wanted. How do I? Okay, it's still tiny. This is still very tiny. Oh no. Okay. The resolution is okay.
Yeah, you can size it.
Okay.
Do you have it on the token layer or the map layer?
Oh, very good point. Very good. I'm on the token layer. Yes, right.
There you go, yeah.
Thank you for that. The maps and backgrounds. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But it kind of sort of just snaps to the grid. Okay, let me turn the grid off. Can I turn the grid off? Grid. Shall I?
I was gonna say it makes it's rectangle and it just turns it into a square.
Yeah. Oh my god, roll 20.
Roll 20, please.
Yay.
But in any case,
20.
so what you basically have to do is choose a district where your no snapping. Let's see if this works. Nope. You know what? I'll just there. That's good enough.
Yeah.
All right. So choose a district where your crew has its lair. And then choose a district or an area where your crew has their main sales territory. It doesn't have to be the same, right? And and you might want different districts because one of them might be better suited for having a base of operations, and another one might be better suited to reach clients and such. So this is where the district descriptions in the back of the book come in handy. Right, so you have a whole bunch of districts, some more wealthy, some less wealthy, right? And yeah, did you guys have a look or a think about where you might want to place your lair or your sales territory?
I have a thought, but I'm open to suggestions.
Let's hear that thought.
Yeah.
I think my two suggestions, and you can give me reasons why you think it's a good idea or a bad idea. In this order, are Night Market followed by Crow's Foot.
Mm-hmm.
I too was thinking night market.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's first on my list.
Honestly, same for Night Market. Either that or
Crow's Foot Crow's Foot is real good if we want to start punching ghosts, but I don't think anybody but me is really interested in punching ghosts as of
Yeah,
right now.
actually, okay. I thought about
think
yeah.
my
Okay.
I think my character can too, but I wouldn't want to be like, "Hey, we should do this," but only you can do it. And
Oh, I can't effectively punch ghosts yet.
Eventually, right?
Jimmy just really hates ghosts.
All right. So yeah, Night Market is actually a good fit because, as the name implies, this is where you can find all sorts of goods. You can see the rail station number 4 is right there. So all of the stuff that comes in from outside the city, a lot of it ends up in Night Market. So many people go there to buy certain things.
only other place I thought of would be like the docks. Like we can get like a up like in the docks, but like not in like the edge of the docks, like somewhere probably a bit further in. So like it's not like we're super obvious drug lords that have a warehouse at Warehouse 69 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean the docks. Sorry.
I was considering docks, but then I realized that we're not in a place that's really going to be like, all right, let's take the boat over to the next city. Because ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we still have 2 districts that we could go into, like Brightstone, Crowsfoot, if like something happens. And
I mean, you can freely travel all over the city anyway.
yeah.
Right. That's not a problem. It's mainly like, who do you want to mess with in the beginning of the game? Right, if you pick a certain district, because everything in the city is already belongs to someone, essentially, and then you come in and you're a fresh crew and you say, well, this street, this is now ours. You're gonna step on some feet, and then someone's gonna be mad, and someone else is gonna be, oh, you made those people mad, you're my best friend now. Right, so that's the idea behind this.
Making some pinball angie.
Exactly.
So I guess
Alright,
Night
so,
Market would be the choice.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
any downside to having where our lair is be further away from our dealing area
Not
mechanically?
really, no.
Okay.
It might be better to have it a little bit spread apart so we get more customers and more ground to cover.
That's an idea, yes.
So
In that
so
case,
what I'm thinking is somebody owns that night market, and if they own that night market, they're not small fish.
Yeah, like they have to be the owner has to be someone big.
Because that's a lot of revenue. It's connected to the rail line.
Yeah,
Are
it's
there any gangs or families that own parts, or are we gonna find that out as we go along?
yeah, I mean there are a lot of gangs and factions already in the city.
Okay.
And it's not like like all of Night Market belongs to one gang or so. It's all
Yeah,
split
yeah.
up, right?
Like
So-
even though it's night market, each of the like individual like bits could be part of or owned by someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like technically there might be a police department, like the concept of police of New York, but they're all
Yeah.
different. Whatever the fuck they're called, pig pens, depending on what part of the city they're in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like,
Like-
is it right in assuming that there's no like grand overlord of the night market, at least to like the knowledge of what our characters would have?
Yeah, there
Okay.
wouldn't really be like something like Crow's Foot or other more criminally inclined areas like the docks might have a grand overlord, open or hidden. But night market is a bit too diverse, I think.
Gotcha. Because I know for me, like, as soon as I think of like gangs, I immediately start thinking like Saint Row. Like each area will have like a different color to indicate like who owns this part of it, who owns this part. So
I mean, some gangs
That's like-
might do that. But-
yeah. So that's what I was thinking of at least.
I think we should have our funny lair in Barrow Cleft.
Sure, that's where all the workers live.
So the reasoning is because it's like, it is the, as far as I know and like read, it's like, it's the marketplace for above the board trading, right?
Mhm.
So basically it could be our cover, our front.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Barrow Cleft is pretty far out, and it's where all the workers live, right? All the laborers and such. So they don't want to deal with criminals.
So would it be like the suburbs? Would like a suburb area be a good description? Where is it just like these are just like the homes that the workers live in?
Not really suburb, but like not city center, not
Yeah.
like the downtown area.
So is it a situation that just by being who we are, we would attract attention, even if we're not committing crime in that area?
No, you have to actually, commit crime and attract heat to your crew.
Oh, so as long as we're not like going in there and screwing stuff up in Barrow Cleft, there's no reason the citizenry should suspect us
Yeah,
unless like some other faction decides to come visit us there.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So you could have your lair in Barrow Cleft, and then your sales area in Night Market. And as long as you keep business outside of Barrow Cleft, so to speak, it should be okay.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I think that makes. I think that would make reasonable sense for us to like kind of dip in those directions, the way that we were talking about that between Night Market and Barrow Cliff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from
And
the
then, like-
description, yeah.
Oh, and then like between Night Market and Coleridge, or between Night Market and Barrow Cleft, we've got Coleridge, which is like factory district, right?
Yeah.
And then like, what is Dunslow? Is it just empty area?
Yeah, it's farms, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That means we're not gonna have to deal with people being like, "You're in my territory of cornfield.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that deals maize in this area.
exactly.
You guys got
Get your
corn
yellow
for a
onions
minute
out of
over
here. We're already dealing primo yellow onions here."
pearl
Yeah, Peter.
onions, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Get those garbage shallots out of here.
All right.
Onion's funny cousin. No, sorry, garlic's funny cousin, shallots.
Oh, man. All right. So from the description, I'm also guessing your lair is gonna be a legitimate business front, and then like you have the back room, which is the actual lair.
I mean, that was my thought.
I mean, yeah, that'd be the best bet. Like, we have a business, but we have like the secret room in the back,
Mm-hmm.
or like the, you say like a certain phrase, and you're like, ah, you're one of us, or something like that.
It's like
Okay.
a restaurant you go to and everything is exceedingly overpriced.
And no one eats
Oh,
there.
so literally any seafood
one's
restaurant
ever
around
there.
Florida.
Oh,
Oh, God.
What, you wanted lobster? $60.
for the rolls, because that's all you're gonna get.
Yeah.
All right. So what is the business? The legitimate front.
That is a good question.
Is it some sort of restaurant, or do you sell
What is-
something else?
What is our drug?
Lobster rolls.
Because like, if we, let's say that it's some kind of like organic, like for some equivalent of weed, we would need somewhere that having a bunch of plants and a high energy draw wouldn't be suspicious. But if it's something the equivalent of meth, we would need somewhere where large amounts of chemicals coming in wouldn't be suspicious. How drugs work in this world, Cheechin?
However we want.
Oh shit.
So what you're saying is we can sell corn, and that'd be it.
Sure.
So Catboy and Catgirl nip.
Bruh.
Cat girl nip.
Maybe like a specialty mushroom and vegetable shop.
Shrooms.
Bruce.
Shrooms and blooms. I don't know.
The ooh and the woo.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are people able to consume ectoplasm?
I
Ooh.
don't think. I
Have they ever
don't know
tried?
if people try.
Woo, I was
Because-
not expecting that.
Like it's pretty difficult to come by in the first place. Right.
Talking about your out of body experience, am I right?
Got some of that good ecto.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Does
man.
ectoplasm have any any benefits at all?
I mean, it's in this game. It's called electroplasm. That's because it is electrified. So if you
Ooh, we
eat
could-
it, I would assume bad things happen to you.
Or he could be like Adam and Eve from Bioshock.
Oh. Oh dang.
Like if, how is the electroplasm like? What is it? Is it like a burst of like electricity? Is it like a slime? Like what would it be? Would it be actual? Like
Probably more
lightning?
like a slime-ish or vapor-ish thing that coalesces.
So, in theory, it could be something that a derivative could be made of.
In theory,
In the same way
yes.
that, like, Coke is made out of the coca leaf, but
Like
it is changed so drastically that it has barely anything in common with that leaf.
In theory, yes.
Is that a reasonable thing?
I would say that would probably be more for like an expansion later on. Like you could
Gotcha.
expand into, oh, now we have a source, a stable source of electroplasm. Now we can try and refine it somehow. because it's pretty
Wow.
difficult to build like a drug dealing empire on something that is really restricted and really difficult to get.
Gotcha.
Or we could also sell it and be like the high price. Like it's a high price for a reason.
Well, it would still be something that we come in later games because I can guarantee
Yeah.
we probably don't want to fight any ghosts right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like early is probably. Well, yeah. With any tabletop, or it's like when you're starting out. Yeah, anything that is like big boy stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's put ourselves in a position to not have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, so maybe not quite yet. Might be something you guys want to like expand into though.
Okay.
What about
I think funny psychedelics are a good go.
Funny psychedelics? Okay.
I was also thinking maybe what was it? Like opium.
Ooh. Okay.
Acid.
Just
We-
given the
we-
location where there's a lot of fields,
Yeah.
possibly grow poppy seed.
Or something
along
equivalent,
those
yeah.
lines. Yeah.
So you could have what, a floral shop? And then grow flowers and sell the special flowers under the counter?
Yeah.
Literally like underneath the counter.
We're a fertilizer shop. Don't worry, guys.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh, interesting.
Is our crew going to be named Johnson and Johnson or Bear?
Oh my god. Oh, fucking-
I mean, that's another thing, right? Like, if you guys have a good name for the crew, you can go with whatever fits or whatever comes to mind.
It could be like the weirdest name too, like the flower petals, and just be like, it sounds like happy, but we're like, oh no, we're like the biggest drug lords in the entire city we talk about.
Well, we're also like, we're a new crew, right? We're
Yeah.
starting off from. Then we could possibly just hold off on a name until we've actually
Yeah.
done something.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
true, yeah.
Yep.
Like good old Fable, where you just don't do anything. Your first mission is go find chickens, and then everyone just goes around going, "Chicken chaser!
Chicken chaser.
Chicken chaser!"
We'll be the turtle friends.
Oh man. All right. Do you guys have an idea of what reputation you want your crew to have? It's like a very simple, it's like ambitious or brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, strange, or something else.
Could we say we don't give a damn about your reputation?
Well, no, it helps to have a reputation. And really, it's like how do you deal with
Yeah.
problems when they come up, right?
I was making a song reference, that's why.
Oh, good.
Yeah, an old school punk song.
Okay.
Is there an option for just like new? And can our reputation change as time goes
Yeah,
on?
it can change.
Yeah, I'd say so,
Okay.
yeah.
Is there one for like green, like inexperienced?
Yeah, sure. You can make one up. Inexperienced. Oh, I cannot type. Oh my god. Inexperienced. There we go.
You can do it, Teachin. We believe in you.
I did it. All right.
Yay, Pats for Patrick.
Yeah. All right. Now comes the status and faction relationship stuff. So, your crew starts with 2 coin. Coin is essentially an abstract measure of wealth, right? It's based on the old large gold coins that the Imperium used to make, but now it's basically just taken as a certain value of something. So a single coin would be like a bag of silver coins, like a week's wages for a laborer.
So it kind of goes like bronze, silver, gold.
Well, no, that's like we don't track small money, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
The only money that we track is coin, because coin is a significant unit, right? So like I said, a week's wages for a laborer or so is about 1 coin.
Okay.
And your crew starts with enough money to constitute 2 coin, right? And yeah, so you picked a hunting ground or sales place in Night Market, and now I'm going to give you a faction that already claims that area, and then you can say how you want to deal with them. Let's see who's fitting. Let's go with It's a bit like it doesn't quite say who or runs which area as much, but from what I can see, let's go with the bill hooks. Let me just make sure.
Bill hooks. Yeah, so the bill hooks are a tough gang of thugs who prefer hatchets and meat hooks and such. And they own that piece of turf that you claim on Night Market, right? So you have 3 options on how to deal with them. You can pay them 1 coin to essentially buy that piece of land off them. You can pay them 2 coin and you get +1 status with them, so you know they like you a bit more. Or you pay them nothing and you get -1 status. Right. Status, by the way, goes from +3 to -3, so a 1 change is already a pretty big deal. Okay, gotcha.
Right. So, how do you want to deal with the bill hooks?
So how much coin do we have then?
2 in the beginning.
Okay, so we have 2. So we could either keep it, have half, or go all in.
Yeah, but there's like, you can decide if you want to keep some money, because coin can be used anywhere in the game.
Yeah.
Right.
So how do we know how like dangerous these people are? Are they someone that we like should take as a serious threat, or is it a situation where they might be of the same level that we are?
They are slightly stronger, but not like one of the massively powerful gangs.
So they probably started maybe a couple of months ago then.
Yeah, so
Maybe
they are
about a year, yeah.
Yeah, there is something called a tier, right? So your gang is tier 0 right now, and the bill hooks are tier 2.
Ah, okay.
So
I was about to say, let's just be disrespectful and pretend they don't mean anything. And you were like, oh, they're 2 above you, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, so it's like
maybe
yeah.
So
would we know if they are paying somebody else currently to be where they are?
You would have to like undertake some sort of mission to find that out. You don't know.
Can we
right
gather
now.
info on what kind of relationships they have?
Oh,
Are there any
hold
other-
on.
Gather your party
I just
before
got
venturing
raided.
forth.
Wait, what? Princess
Oh, yo.
Linden? Hello?
Ayo, Raid.
Raid, hello.
Yo, welcome, Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders. Hi. It's nice to have you here. Princess. Oh, hold on.
Updated my journal.
Wait. That's. There's so much happening in chat. Hold on. Someone shout. Oh, Joe, you shouted out. Hold on. Yes, Princess.
Yeah, I
Thank
shouted
you.
the wrong person. I just realized it.
That's okay.
I just saw the first one.
Thank you for the raid. My name is Cheechin. I am currently playing a tabletop RPG called Blades in the Dark with these wonderful people you see on the screen right now.
Yo.
And I see you are doing art. How was it? Yeah, shout outs are always good. And hi,
I know,
Amber.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, how was art? What were you doing? What were you drawing? We are currently still in the process of creating the crew, creating the party, so to speak.
Like
Finishing
we have
everything
all
up.
come together and like, yo, so what we do.
Yes, exactly.
I'm checking out your art right now, and your rigging is real good.
Let me see. Oops, that's content is unavailable. Oh, that's because there's an at. Oh. Okay, so apparently the shoutout command doesn't use the at.
Wait, it doesn't?
Mine doesn't.
Wow. Oh, wow. I
Okay.
never knew that.
All right. Ooh, rigging and model making. Nice, nice. All right. Let me give you a follow actually. Pink. All right. And I see you followed me as well. So thank you for the follow. Welcome to the guild. Hope you'll join us for many adventures, such as this one. All right. So the bill hooks. They are allied with the Bluecoats, which are the police force in this city. But with police, think like the NYPD or like the, what is it, 60s LAPD, which is basically just a gang. They're
Oh yeah,
like-
all cops.
yeah,
Yeah.
They're the meanest gang with
Yeah, they are.
rivalries between districts and precincts and such.
It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Even the police are their
Yeah.
own faction thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We're real. I say we give them money because I don't want to. I don't personally think that it's a good idea to like
Yeah.
at the beginning be like, "Hey, what's up? You have the legal right to do whatever you want to me."
Now the main question is how much. I think we should go with one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, like not put all our eggs into one basket.
Alright.
Because we don't know if we're gonna
Yeah,
make a
full
profit.
agreement. Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right, so you pay them 1 coin. Okay.
Before we do continue, what other gangs are in like the night market, if there are any more?
Yeah, there are more. But like I said, for some reason the gang description doesn't tell me where they are. It only tells me what they are.
Gotcha.
So a lot of the gangs that are in the book might come out, and they're kind of spread out over the city anyway.
Yeah.
And there might be some smaller gangs here and there that you run into around your level, because you know everyone's trying to make it in the city. And doodle for chat animated the plumb. Ooh, that's pretty cool. That sounds. I've never actually seen a doodle or like an animated plumb bob on a model like that. Okay, where were we? Right, and then crew upgrades. So your crew got 2 upgrades. Yeah, one faction helped you get an upgrade, and one faction was harmed when you got an upgrade. So the two upgrades you got was Hawker's Rigging and Quarters, right? So Quarters, I would say you needed a bigger shop to be able to have a back room with Quarters, which means you messed with someone, you chased someone out of their shop.
Ah.
Right, or you kind of used underhanded tactics to get someone out of their shop so you could have a bigger one that has enough room for Quarters in there.
We might have gotten them evicted. Got
Yeah.
their shop rezoned.
Yeah, exactly.
We decided to buy it, and then that we only had like the 2 coin left.
We got to make sure we don't end up in a killdozer situation.
All right. Let's see, who could we? Let's just say it's another drug dealing gang.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna be very uncreative with a name here and call them the Black Lotus. Who also kind of run clandestine operations out of Barrow Cleft, and you managed to cheat them out of this hideout, and now they don't like you. So you either take -2 status with them, or you spend 1 coin and get -1 status instead.
Did you say Black Lotus?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure.
And
Honestly,
they were like running
sorry.
their business out of Barrow Cleft.
Yeah.
Oh, these people are fucking stupid then. No, fuck them. Let's give them nothing.
Yeah,
No.
no money. I was thinking
They
exactly
get
like,
nothing.
yeah.
I don't
If
like
they're
them either.
operating in a place that's like very well known for criminal activity being identified, and they're about the same level as we are, they are dumber than hell and will just get themselves killed before they can hurt us.
Okay.
They're
So you
dispensable
have-
anyway.
Let's put them at tier 1. Right, so they're slightly better, but have a weak hold on their turf and such. Okay. And then one person who helped you with the other upgrade, which is the Hawker's, whatchamacallit? Hawker's Rigging. Do we have any Scofflanders in the party? I think we do, right? I think Jimmy is a Scofflander.
I don't know what a Scofflander is.
Your heritage.
Scovlanian. Oh, Scovlan, yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Yes. So, let's cozy you up with Ulf Ironborn. Ulf Ironborn.
Sounds like an absolute Chad.
He is a brutal Scofflander, newly arrived in Duskwall, and he's fighting everyone for turf. He's basically someone who hates that the Imperium screwed over Scotland, and is still screwing over Scotland. So he came over here and just wants to pick a fight with everyone and build up an army and overthrow the Imperium and so on. And yeah, lots of fun.
Okay, so he definitely came from the old country.
Yeah.
And was a member of the SRA.
Scotland, what?
Scovlanian Republican Army.
No shit.
Oh my god.
What are the armor? What is the military uniform here in Duskwall?
Oof.
It's like blue, right?
Yeah, I mean the police is blue.
Okay, so come out, you black and blues.
All right. So yeah, he is also tier 1 because he's like one dude with a bunch of loyal followers.
What was his name again?
Ulf Ironborn. If you look on the crew sheet, right? if you open up the crew sheet and you go into faction mode,
Crew sheet.
if you look
Okay,
at the
faction.
stream, right?
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
I'm inserting things right there right now.
Okay, is it on Testy?
No, it's on Chuba Crew.
Yeah, Chuba Crew. You just open it and go to
Oh,
character
very
sheet.
Yeah.
It should take you immediately to faction mode since Chichin's editing it.
Oh yeah. And same thing. You either have +1 status with him, or you can pay him a coin and get +2 status.
So I'm sorry. Go back to what you were talking about.
So-
I can't.
If you're on the, can you see your? If you go to journal, you should be able to see the crew sheet.
Crew sheet.
Chuba Crew.
Chuba Crew. Okay, that's what it is.
And then yeah, faction mode. There we go.
Okay, now I see you scrolling. Okay, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
then, so it's okay, Iron. Okay, because I'm also taking notes on my side too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
So we'll say that Jimmy will be wanting to give Ulf money
Okay.
personally, just to do supporting the motherland. But obviously, I'm not the only one with a say.
Yeah. So 1 vote for paying Ulf a little bit to give you that Hawker's rigging and get a bit more friendly with him.
I'd say.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say. I think it might be best to have like. It's obvious like he's not gonna try and like. He's just wanting to like take down the throne. Pretty much, he won't really get into our business. But it'd be a good idea to like have him like at least on our side for a little bit. So if we need the help or if he needs something.
Okay. So that sounds like you are paying him.
Yeah, I think sentiment in terms of like, yeah, I would say that.
And he's the only one so far that actually has like a strong hold, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
So
Do we all
hold-
agree?
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'd say so.
All right. So you start the game with exactly 0 coin.
Okay. And we have for status we're -2 with the bill hooks, correct?
No, you're -2 with a Black Lotus.
Black Lotus. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
We're just like neutral with bill
Bill
hooks.
Yeah.
Okay, neutral. Gotcha. Okay. And it's then stat is 3, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure.
All right. Now, one last thing to choose, and that's your favorite contact. You have here on the crew sheet a bunch of contacts. Like Roland Watt, a magistrate, so a politician. LaRose, a bluecoat. Lydra, a deal broker. Huxley, a smuggler. Anya, a dilettante. Or Marlowe, a gang boss. Right?
Oh, interesting. That's what that is.
So all of these are potential starting contacts. You pick one, and that will adjust status with another 2 factions, depending on whom you pick. So you start out already inside a web of relationships with some of the gangs in Duskwall.
Let's see.
Character-wise, does anybody have like a certain group that they are going to not want to work with?
No, I mean, these are individuals at the end of the day.
Oh, I was asking the crew.
Oh, the crew. Okay.
Oh, I mean, I think since we're doing like the more drug trade, maybe like the smuggler might be a better idea, because it seems like we're already gonna have like the blue coats somewhat on our side, so we wouldn't have to pay off an another one.
I don't want the blue coats on my side. I don't know how
Yeah,
how
so
else
I'll definitely. So Jimmy definitely wants nothing to do with the blue coats. And honestly, what's a dilettante before I?
A dilettante is basically a noble who just kind of sits around and does all sorts
Socialite.
of...
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that.
So Jimmy, that's fine. Socialites are fine. Jimmy wants nothing to do with the blue coats or the magistrates. Magistrates are just members of this government that screwed over the homeland.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So, and what's a deal breaker? What would be a good description of deal breaker? Just
A fixer, possibly.
fixer. Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I'd
So
a deal broker would make sense. I mean, if we were managing to get that good, I'd say a dilettante would make sense, but we don't have that yet.
And this is just your starting contact, right? As the game advances, you like this is not like your progression is not tied to like, oh, I have to get this and that many XP to level up, and then I pick one thing. It's just like, oh, you want to spend a whole month of game time just getting contacts? Sure, you can do that. And such. So yeah, it's very, very open.
I just realized that the Dilla one is onion. So what we're saying is we can bribe her with our contact with peanuts.
Oh God.
Well, yeah, I'm like, viewing this from like the way that my character operates is kind of like I made it so that has like a military background. Like he was like ex-mil, but was not in. He's from Akaros, but he's not like super loyalist. So his kind of values align with whatever serves his own self-interest and the people that he works with at the time, rather than any kind of loyalty. So I'm just with every action with it trying to keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like a gang boss would be something that we wouldn't necessarily have a contact with yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Due to the fact that we're still dealing with the goddamn Black Lotus. Like, if we had a contact that was a gang boss,
we probably wouldn't have that problem.
we wouldn't have had to go through the issue
that
of...
wouldn't be a problem in the first place.
we wouldn't have to go through rezoning the area to get them out. We could just have someone send a message and it would be taken care of.
I mean, heck,
Yeah,
if
we
we
could
had
ask for a favor.
Yeah.
If we knew if we knew a gang boss, we'd be like, hey, we're in trouble, and it's just done deal. You just
It's
send
so
this
and
entire
so's
militia.
fault, and then they went, okay, so and so isn't going to be able to make anything their fault anymore in the next 24 hours.
And I'd think like a smuggler would imply that they're leaving Duskfall at some point, and I don't, being this like baby fresh, I don't think we would be producing enough to justify exporting.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be outside of Duskwall. It could be smuggling things within the city.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking.
Because, I mean, if you're thinking, police gangs, then I'm sure they're searching random people.
Yeah, they want a piece of the pie.
Like, what's like the elevation in this city? Is there like underground caverns or underground areas?
I mean, it's a swampy delta, or it used to be a swampy delta, right?
Okay, so it's Florida. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. See, that's why I'd asked.
I mean, there are a lot of underground canals, though. right? It's kind of like Venice in that sense. Venice or
Okay,
London
gotcha.
and such, where you have a lot of canals and underground large sewers where you could take a small boat through and such.
That could be like a way to smuggle stuff in.
Mhm.
I'd say either Lydra or Hoxley would be the two that made sense to me.
Yep, agreed. Leaning a little bit more towards the smuggler, just based on, hey, maybe they know different routes through the city.
I'll go with either of those two.
But I see the deal broker being argued because contacts.
Yeah.
And to start out any type of, I guess, drug business, you're gonna need contacts,
Yeah.
potential customers, yada yada.
So are we pretty split between the two? Here, Tejan, assign a number to Lydra, 1 or 2.
Oh,
I'd honestly flip a coin to it.
all right, 1. Sure, Elijah's 1, Hoxley's 2.
All right, I rolled. It's a 2, Hoxley.
Hoxley, okay.
Actually, it is.
Hoxley it is. All right, so where are the, there we go. So Hoxley is connected to the Foghounds, which is a crew of smugglers, right? And
So Hoxley is connected to them.
yeah, which means
Okay.
because he's your contact and he's on good terms with you, he can put a good word or two with the Foghounds every now and then, right? So you are at +1 status with the Foghounds. However, because of your underground smuggling connections now, you are at odds with a gang called the Hive, which is a guild of legitimate merchants all over the city.
Okay.
And
Understandable.
you are at -1 with them. Come on, game, please. All right. Yeah. And now you are situated in. Let me just get this right.
Okay, so Foghounds, what tier would they be?
1.
1, gotcha. So I'll probably assume that almost every other gang that we're associated with now would be 1.
Not really. The Hive is tier 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly.
So 1. So the Hive would be what? Status 2 then?
-1. The Hive is -1.
Yeah, -1, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Tier 4.
Okay.
That's
So now your crew is situated in Duskwall. Now you have fully arrived. Ooh, okay. So far, so good. All right, so let's just dive right in, I would say, and see if we can't get a simple score started. Not necessarily a big one because we did spend some time with setting everything up, but you know, just to get your feet wet and to get yourselves a bit of, yeah, maybe a bit of money or a bit of info or whatever it is that you want to do.
Or even us as players, a little bit of experience.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Understanding what's going on, entirely getting our brains wrapped around this.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to introduce Hoxley right away, and Hoxley shows up at your store one day, right? I don't know, flashes a secret hand sign or whatever it is to get into the back room. And
I'd say
then-
whoever's working out front knows Hoxley.
Yeah. Exactly. So he's in the lair in your back room with the 4 of you. And leans in a bit conspiratorially. So we got word that there are a couple of students at Duskwall University looking into this new drug that's been surfacing every now and then, called Crimson Bliss. Apparently it's going to make you good at whatever it is that they do at the university. I don't know. Here's the deal. We would gladly take some off of you and smuggle it to those students and give you a cut over the operation. But we have to access that drug first. And we don't quite know where it is. But I suppose that acquiring it is more your forte. And then we can strike a deal and get some money off those students. What do you say?
Huxley, I think that sounds like a good deal. More importantly, is this why are we looking for this? Is this not some kind of deal that we could synthesize ourselves? What is you telling me this is some kind of natural drug?
Well, currently there's only one group that is selling it, and they're not selling it to everyone. They kind of want to keep it on the down low. We really only heard it because, you know, we're in the business. And those students are way too public. But you know what? Money's money. So if you can get some of that Crimson Bliss off that gang, we could get ourselves a piece of the pie and sell it.
Who's the one who's operating it?
So the people who are operating it, they're some sort of new gang. I don't know where they got it from. They're running it out of a warehouse in Coleridge. So we don't know where the drug exactly comes from, but one of the students apparently got a whiff of it and is now singing all the praises.
We talking about this drug creating long-term customers? We're talking about this kind of thing that people start and just have a wild desire to keep using?
Potentially, and the thing is, you can get a lot more money out of those rich students than you can get out of whatever laborers might pay. Catch my drift?
But does this gang have a name?
Hold on, let me make one up.
Hey, Chichin!
I suck at making up names.
The Chichen's got it.
No.
They're out of Coleridge, right?
Yeah.
Black
No.
lungs.
The black...
Interesting.
The black lungs. Thank you for that. Yes, they call themselves the black lungs.
Okay, so real fast then. Tier. What would their tier be then?
Oh yeah, we gotta.
It is like
that out.
if it's like, oh, they're like a 1, yeah, we could do that. But
Yeah.
at a 5,
Now they're a new small gang.
okay, so like
Probably
0.5 then.
Probably
If that's
came
a
in from
thing.
outside the city somewhere. That's probably where they got the drug from. We'll have to see.
Okay.
But we
My-
do want some of that to see how we can sell it and if it's marketable.
My concern is the mention of how public these students are. Public enough to get us some free
No.
advertisement, but not enough to give us away.
Listen,
No?
everyone does something. Everyone has their vices. And these students, if they're caught with something, they'll get thrown out of the university. Who cares? Right? As long as we get paid, as long as we're not selling things to a magistrate or the emperor, you know, who cares about a bunch of students? I think these people, these black lungs, are just too new and they don't know Duskwall yet. But we do.
Well, as long as I don't see the consequences of that, then it doesn't bother me much.
Yeah.
As long as we don't get traced back in the selling of this thing, I'm good.
I mean, no one's going to care that you sold it to those students. Right?
Well, the only thing is, like, depending on what drug it is, someone may, like, say something, like a blue coat or a teacher may hear over it.
I mean, if we're talking about something that students who are actually studying are taking, I don't think we have to worry too much about it being something that's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah.
It's probably just some kind of stimulant, something to get them going.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
You told me you were never 20? Take a shitload of stimulants, stay up 3 weeks.
Nah, I just drink a lot of soda.
All right then.
So
I say we take it.
sounds good. So he pulls out a bundle of like some papers, and it's a map of Coleridge, right, with like a couple of spots marked around a certain area, like the north end of Coleridge, where there's a bunch of warehouses and such. So we think they're running it somewhere out of there. And really, how you get the drug is up to you. We just want some of it to sell and to see if this is good business.
Do we know what size of crew they're working with?
Shouldn't be too big, maybe half a dozen people.
They're
Alright.
pretty. They seem new too, so they may not have like a whole bunch of connections either.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as they're in Coleridge, I'd say we'd probably go in a bit quiet. People are out there constantly. We don't want to be putting the target on the back of our heads for no reason.
You could just
sounds
like
good.
scope out the area and see like if there's any guards.
Makes
See,
sense
like,
to me.
Guns blazing.
All right.
Yeah, I would say I can take an easy purse to survey the area.
Okay, so how this now works is you can gather a bit of information, and when you want to try and start a score, you don't need to plan out everything in detail. Right? That's the beautiful thing about this game. You just say what kind of an operation you want to do. Give me like the detail that leads into it, and that's it. Because during the operation, you can do flashbacks. You can do flashbacks and say, oh, hold on, I actually prepared for this thing. And then do a flashback scene, and then you have prepared for that thing. Right? So you don't need to plan for every eventuality. You don't need to get every last detail. You just need enough to kind of know the general idea of what you're doing and how to get in, and that's it. Right? So a couple of gather information rolls if you want. Right. Where is it? Gather information. So basically, yeah, who wants to try and gather some information, and what is it that you do?
Silas, I think you want to take this one on yourself.
Yeah, I can maybe find a perch a few buildings over from the score and scope that out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it sounds like you just hunker down on some roof somewhere and then just study the building for a bit.
Yeah.
I'd say Jimmy. I'd say just straight up would go to the university. Jimmy's like a little bit of a kind of a meathead,
Okay.
but he understands that if these kids are going to be absolutely dumb enough to just buy random street drugs, then you probably could just scare the absolute wits out of them just by going up to them and asking, "Hey, where'd you get the crimson?"
Who's the youngest one? Like, what would be our ages here?
That's
Jimmy is 40 minimum.
He's been around the block.
Yeah.
Silas mid late 20s.
Okay. because like to do information, you could, depending like what type of school it is, you could probably just like walk in, pretend to be a student, and be like, hey yo, so I have a party like next week. Where can I get some of the good stuff?
So
Unborn
in
just told us all to stretch and hydrate real quick. So
swag.
Okay,
thank you
So-
for that.
This is like a Victorian era setting, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, so does that mean that like a university it's basically the place where rich kids spend 4 years jerking around?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely then 1000% Jimmy will just go to the university. He's going to go to the university. He's going to go at like 2 a.m. Find the kid that looks the most fucked up. And he's gonna just sit down to him, pull out his snuff box, pull out a paper, start rolling up a cigarette. Say, kid. Snaps in front of us. You paying attention? Hey kid, I heard about some crimson. Where could I get that?
All right, so that sounds like you are trying to consort with him, try and just get him to talk and try and buddy up with him a little bit and have him spill the beans.
Oh no, this is a command. This is just straight up. I am not giving him an option.
Okay.
This is I am sitting down in front of him. I am showing my presence and saying, okay, well, you're paying attention to me now. I don't give a fuck what you were doing. This is what you're doing now.
Okay, like blowing smoke into his face and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then go ahead and make me a command roll for that. What do you have in command?
I have 2.
You have, ooh, okay.
Okay, so what is my position?
This is just a fortune roll, so you should be able to pick fortune.
And then the effect will just be standard.
Yeah.
And then I put 2 for my bonus dice.
No, it already has 2 dice. Bonus dice.
Okay, it's already got them
Yeah.
calculated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof. Oh,
Is this a time where I mark experience?
not quite, no. But well, opening roll of this game, everyone.
Oh,
Snake eyes, let's go.
Oh god. Not only just one. Double ones.
Double one. Oh my goodness. You're lucky that this was just information gathering, so you can't it doesn't go bad. It just means you don't really get all of the information you want, right? So
Okay.
the kid in
I'm
front
glad we're
of
not
you.
shaking somebody down, otherwise that would have been tragic.
Yeah. So the kid is very much intimidated by you, but so intimidated that he doesn't really get out all of his words, and it's like half stammer, half yelping and such.
Gotcha.
But you can tell that he's on something, and he just drops some kind of info you already know, like buying it off, like someone said, right? Someone else bought it from some dealers. It's an all new drug, and it's really good. And you should definitely try it. Yes, please leave me alone. I will. You should try it yourself and such. But it kind of confirms the suspicion that it's a completely new thing, and the people were apparently completely new. The info you do get is that they didn't approach the students. Right, this one student is known. The one student he got it from is just like known to be connected somehow. It's like, oh yeah, he just gets all the good stuff all the time, and this time, wow, this thing is, you gotta try it yourself, man. You gotta try it yourself.
So he's like the poster boy for someone.
Was there any chance that I was able to get a name of that kid?
Let's go with
Or
Martin.
like a
Yeah,
Martin?
Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
What Soul? What would you have Silas do? So Silas is doing the whole studying the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So like on a rooftop, about how many, like from where everything is happening currently, about how many rooftops away is he? Would you say?
Oh,
Is he like right there?
I mean, you can. These are all warehouses, right? It's a warehouse district, so you can probably get on top of a pretty close one without too much
Okay,
trouble.
then I'll try to. Yeah, then I'm gonna say I'll try to get, if he's not already up close and personal, like on like the maybe like the first or second closest warehouse to
Mhm.
what's going on. Then I'd like to have him reposition him or position himself like there.
All right, and then just get a read of the area and of the activity.
Yeah, just like a general scan of the area.
All right, so that sounds like a survey roll.
Okay. Character sheet. Oh, I had him up. Where did they go? There we go. Survey. And then which one of these? Risky, controlled, desperate, or fortune?
Fortune. Gather information is just a fortune roll.
Okay.
The other ones come into effect when we're actually on a score.
Gotcha. And then standard effect?
Mhm.
No bonus dice?
Yep.
Because it auto adds the stats that I have.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Ah, that's much better. So you got a 6.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So with a 6, you get some great information just from looking at the warehouse and the surrounding area. You do recognize that there are a bunch of people there who seem to belong to the same gang and who use a backdoor of the of the warehouse you're observing with a special knocking signal. You can't quite tell what knock, but you can tell it's like some special knock that they're using to get in and out of there. You count about 5 or 6 people that belong to this group, and they do seem to be moving about the streets with like small bags of what you presume might be the drug, just selling it around Coleridge, and then coming back a couple hours later with bags that seem to be full of money instead, and then again just moving in and out of that warehouse.
Okay, and then for the like out of character, for the sake of kind of how this goes, so the way that I would what ways do I have necessarily to communicate this, or this isn't an actual score? We're just gathering information.
Yeah. So you're just out
okay.
gathering information, and
So,
then
like
you
once
go
we
back.
meet back up, then
Yes.
we will discuss. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
this
Just
is like
clarifying.
this is the part in Mission Impossible where they're like getting the
prep work, yeah.
helicopter.
Yeah, it's the prep work. Okay.
Yeah, and
Got
Tom
it.
Cruise is
Okay.
like oiling his body.
It's like the heists from GTA 5. Like
yeah.
the-
We're getting the
like
getaway car.
beginning. Yeah, we're picking the drivers.
All right. So, would you like to meet up and try and throw together a quick plan of action?
We got good information, so I'd say do it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, even though Jimmy knows he doesn't have a lot, he does know that these kids, from what he can tell, whoever is running this operation is dumber than a bag of rocks. So he's not too worried.
Right. Okay.
I mean, yeah, Silas did his thing in the shadows on the rooftops,
Mm-hmm.
scouting out whatever was going on, and then figured out all of that about the bags going in and the bags of money coming out. So
Right. So, you have a couple of options. So you basically choose the general type of operation you want to do. You could do, say, an assault operation, deception, stealth, occult, social, transport. Those might not quite fit, right? But you can say, oh, we'll just bash down the door and go in, assault. Or you can say stealth, you kind of sneak in and steal things. Or you try social, right? You cozy up to them and kind of, I don't know, talk your way into there or somehow something. The choice is entirely yours.
Well,
We-
you know,
we
guys, I
could-
think go again. What are you saying?
I mean, we could try and like socialize with them, like maybe know some information about them, like how hey, we kind of want to join y'all, we want to see what y'all doing, but then we know what to do, we know what to attack with, we know how to beat them.
You see, I completely agree, but for different reasons. See, my train of thought here is when I was out in the university, the kid absolutely useless to me, absolutely useless. But he did convey that there is somebody at that school who works as a sort of entertainment refreshment liaison. Somebody who's getting all these kids hooked up on some kind of shit. And all I'm saying is, we get the recipe for this shit. Let's say it's not even a recipe. Let's say it's just some random shit they found in like the sewer or something. Regardless, we get the connection of that kid, this Martin kid. I'd say that'd be worth it.
We could, yeah.
If we go in, we just beat the shit out of these guys. You know, what are the chances of them telling us their connection?
I'm inclined to agree that just pounding the shit out of them might not be the best idea.
It might be good to like try and learn some bits from them, like if we could learn how to make it like from the horse's mouth, we could find a way to like gather materials to make it ourselves.
I mean, hell, if these guys are Silas, you said they're just openly moving the money in and out of one location.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are
the
absolutely.
same warehouse.
These guys are green as
Plain
hell.
sight.
We're dealing with. They do not know what they're doing.
And Cheech, to
I'd
clarify,
say-
that was in broad daylight or that was nighttime?
I mean, not necessarily broad daylight, but they're kind of doing the operations at night, right? Selling their things at night.
Okay, so it was like evening.
Yeah.
But it's still like in the open.
Yeah, like people
Yeah.
are still awake. They're
Okay.
moving around. They're,
Then, yeah.
they're just
In-
not
in
coming
the-
home from work.
In the
They were
factory area that everyone is constantly
Yeah.
coming or going
Yeah.
from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
openly peddling bags full of cash, in and out, same place, in the evening, rush hour.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, they might not be the smartest, but there's nothing saying we can't always use some extra hands. I say instead of approaching this from a, hey, we're taking this, we approach this from hey, we're offering you this.
As brainless as I think they are, the extra help wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean, there's only 4 of us. We can produce, but I'd rather not deal with the blue coats if I have to go out there and hand something out. I'd rather somebody else have to deal with that.
Alright, if you open up the cheat sheet.
The Cheech sheet.
Yeah, exactly.
That is...
It was a PDF that
Yes.
Cheechin sent us.
Yeah, that was in
Oh.
the DMs pinned, yeah? Or is that...
It should be.
Oh, it's
Hold
not
on,
pinned,
let me
but
see if I
I'm pretty
can-
sure I can scroll up and find it.
Good idea. I could actually pin that document.
It looks like...
Is it the Google Drive?
Boom.
Is it? No, the
This
Google
one,
Drive
yeah.
is the actual book.
The system cheat sheet, yeah?
Yeah, system cheat sheet.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I just pinned it, yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay.
In
Awesome.
the group chat.
Yep, thank you.
Sweet.
If you look there on page 4, that's the page on scores.
Okay.
So you have that list of possible score types: assault, deception, stealth, etc., etc. The quick description, and then the detail that you give me, right? How you want to approach it.
Okay.
So if you want to do a social score, you need to give me the connection, like whom are you approaching or what are you offering and such. Like basically, whom do you talk to?
The only person's name we know is Martin. But this is the situation where like we could just be like, I'm gonna go out and talk to one of the 6 people we see going in and out of this building.
Or you can use that student. Right? You can use the Martin kid.
I was gonna say who of us? I can't remember. I think we do have somebody that is social, or no? Or are we more
Not really.
Are we more practical, like in terms of like actual like action rather than talking our way through stuff?
So you have one dude who's good at fighting, one dude who's good at shooting, one dude who's good at ghost stuff, and one dude who's good at sneaking.
Okay.
In general.
I mean,
Yeah, he's on the listener, yeah.
Stealth or deception could be an option with having a backup plan of maybe like so when you pick one of these, this is like the general plan of action that you were trying to do, but can you fall back on something else? Like say we pick deception or stealth and it goes south, can we like fall back on the fact that this character Jimmy is like a good fighter and like,
sure.
switch to an assault approach?
Yeah, this is just how you first approach the score.
Okay, that's good to know actually, because if it's that fluid, then I would say that a good plan of action would be some kind of down low approach.
Can we gain some more information on these gang members?
I mean,
What I mean is, like, learn their habits once they leave this gang place.
you can. That doesn't really warrant another roll or so. Like those 2 rolls were really just because you're gathering completely fresh information. But now that you know what you're looking for, you can just kind of say, oh, do they have a favorite bar they go to or whatever, right? And then that would just be
so at this
given.
point it's kind of playing it by ear,
Yeah.
like as we go.
Well,
So is by knowing like this school that they're going, well, it's the university, it's not like there's 15 different universities, would we be able to have like oh damn, I gotta click one of the 13 different windows I have open. that's the true role-playing experience.
Exactly.
You don't have 20 of them?
No, only 3. I know I'm weak.
You don't have 7 documents for your character backstory?
Would it be the kind of thing where we could send not send, Khan could just go and follow one of their guys to figure out where the hell this Martin kid is? And then using like the school register or something, figure out who Martin is, and then use Martin as our contact to get in.
Again, since you have a name and you know what you're looking for, sure, you don't have to roll for any of that.
Oh, I'm not saying roll for it. I'm just saying, is that like a valid like explanation? Like,
Yeah, or you can just ask around. Is like, hey, you got some of the good stuff, and then get to Martin that way. Like there's multiple valid paths, but I would say yeah, you can find this Martin kid without too much trouble. Simply because you guys are in the know.
okay.
Yeah. We could ask him like, hey, so we know you have this stuff. We just want to know like where you're getting it from. Like who's your man who helps you deal it?
One, we know you got the Crimson. The real question is, one, where you getting it from? We know where they are. Don't worry about that. But two, we're not looking to. I'm not looking to break heads or anything. I'm just looking to maybe make some deals, make some connections, maybe do something that could benefit not only us and them, but I'd say definitely benefit you. I mean, I'm sure you're not a man like yourself is not really looking forward to working with such a kind of a ragtag chintzy crew like them. I mean, you can tell that they're not really on the up and up, can't you?
Yeah, he's so. I would say yeah, if you like get him comfortably numb or comfortably drunk, he's probably willing to spill a couple of beans. And yeah, so how do you want to use Martin as the social connection? Do you want to go there with him, or do you want to get a name out of him, or?
You said we can like metagame out of character for this?
Yeah.
Then I mean, yeah, the way that it might work well to have Jimmy do that, but then have someone else follow, and then like WoW. And this is like the talking about. We're kind of talking about like his use as a character in the context of the score, right? Or is this still pre-score?
Yeah, so the question is, how do you want to enter the score, essentially? Do you want to enter through Martin, or do you want to enter through one of the dudes in the warehouse? Or what do you want to do?
What are everybody else's thoughts? Because I mean, I think either or could be a valid approach, having Jimmy enter with Martin, but then maybe having someone follow, and then having Silas set up long range to have like an eagle eye view, while some people are more directly involved with what's going on.
So like my babu take would be like, I think going to their warehouse and being like, hey there, make a deal with us, is definitely much more of a show of force than we're, as far as I know, we're trying to go for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially like if we just show up with Martin, that is not only saying, hey, we know where you operate, that's saying, hey, we know who you sell to and we got to them. That is like directly threatening not only their production, but their entire sales. And if we're trying to envelop them with us, that's probably not going to set us off on the best foot.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say
in and out of character, I don't think we would sounds like we would, as a collective, take that approach.
Yeah, I'd say if anything, it'd be more like we just wait for Martin to have his next pickup and just have Martin introduce us.
Okay.
Yeah.
But once again, I am open to everyone's ideas.
No, but I agree because it's a good idea to like tail him a little bit and see like where he gets his shipment from, any possible like who it is, any third parties involved, so we'll know like where at least one of the meetup spots is, and then we could either be like, hey, just like, what? How do you do this? Like, just go from there, pretty much.
Because I think we're already past the point of like how they get it done, right? Because we already know that they just show up. Like that's something we would have gathered during our information gathering, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's more so like we're right now just being like, all right, Martin, when you get in your next pickup.
All right. So, yeah, so you kind of make a deal with Martin to have him introduce you to these, to the Black Lung. And then you can talk business with them. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Do we as
I
a
think-
crew agree?
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
let's go with
Yep.
that.
Okay.
Swag.
Right. So how this now works is we make an engagement roll. Roll engagement. There we go. So you start with one die, just because. All right. And then we go through a list of possible modifiers. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? Probably not. Right, and if you think otherwise, you're free to speak up.
It seems like a pretty safe
Yeah.
to me, to be
Yeah.
honest. We're not doing
We-
anything too crazy outside of our comfort zone, and
We
doing
won't
things
get in
that will fit
trouble.
our own role as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We won't get super in trouble for this.
All right, then plan's detail exposes a vulnerability of the target or hits them where they're weakest. Probably also not really the case, I would say.
I'd say we're showing a vulnerability of them. We just found like their demographic.
I would say that can count in the next point. Friend or contact provides aid or insight,
Gotcha.
right? So you're using Martin to help you, and that gives you one additional die.
Okay.
Target is a lower tier? No. District modifier is also nothing special there. And then disadvantages. Operation is overly complex or contingent on many factors? Not really, you're just talking to them.
Nah. Yeah.
Right? Target is strong against this approach? Nah, I wouldn't say so. There's no enemies or rivals interfering. However, the target is a higher tier. So that's a -1 die again, and then district modifier, nothing else. So you get 1 die for the engagement roll. Oh, and it's a 5. Very good.
Okay, so you will do those rolls then.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure.
So, what a 5 means is that we are right there, and this is a risky start. So risky is just the normal, being a scoundrel is risky business. So everything standard is just risky. So you're in a bar in Coleridge, in a pub that's like full of workers just having their dinner and their after work beers and such. In a more quiet corner, within a booth, Martin steps in, introduces you. Like, oh, this is my good friend Jimmy, who would like to talk with you a bit. And then you all sit down, and the dude on the other side is a bit apprehensive, right? Like looking around a bit, trying to see what's up. But he's not alarmed, right? He's just kind of okay, what's going on here, right? So that's where you are right now. You're in this bar, sitting across one of the dudes from the Black Lung. Like a scruffy dude who speaks with a bit of an accent, so you can kind of tell he's not from Duskwall. And yeah, is anyone else in the bar with you? Like any
I was
of the
gonna
other crew?
ask actually if that's just Jimmy or if that's
Yeah, who else is in there?
It would not just be Jimmy.
Yeah, okay.
Jimmy
gonna say, it would- that would make much sense.
that he is not the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are my friends, Jimmy, and who else wants to be there?
Do you want to make it like a group, like a crew thing, like we're all there?
I don't know that personally that
I don't know if you want all your eggs in the basket.
Yeah, I wouldn't put all our.
And
our eggs
I think
in
if we're
the
not trying to, like intimidate showing up to meet one guy with
Yeah.
4 guys.
basket. The whole
Yeah.
crew would be like, "What's up, motherfucker?" Like that'd be a little much.
But do you want
Plus, I
just-
think 2 of us function better in a role that is not immediately showing face.
Okay.
So do you want it just Jimmy being there? Since like Jimmy is like the person that knows
I think-
Martin the most.
So again, I think Jimmy isn't alone, but my character's not one to constantly show his face, just based on the scarring and stuff,
Okay.
because he is, from what was that place called?
Tykeros?
Tykeros.
Hmm.
I would say I'm somewhere at an awkward in between, where my skill set, like Silas's skill set, is utilized better from afar, but he's
Mhm.
not horribly opposed to, at least at the start, like showing face.
So you could be like somewhere else in the bar, right? You don't all have to sit down.
That's
at
what I was
the table.
thinking. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, then I'm gonna say that Silas is kind of discreetly somewhere else in the bar.
Mhm.
Like a couple booths away, like
Yeah.
as if you're just a random person who's getting there.
Yeah, like maybe other end of the bar already was already there, or just comes in like a normal, like a regular, and sits at the other end of the bar, or
Mhm.
like at a table or whatever else.
All right. Okay. So what's your opening bid? What do you do?
Jimmy walks over to the person that Martin's introduced them to. What are we dealing with? Give me a quick rundown of what this ragamuffin looks like.
So he's a scruffy dude. Wears nondescript, kind of like black clothing. It is. You can see that it has a lot of like coal blackening on it. But it's fresh, so it's more to blend in than someone really local.
Gotcha.
And like a bit like mousy in the sense that he's like constantly looking around and a bit unsure of what to do with this, but he's always interested in a new customer, so he's apprehensive but open and like takes a good look at you.
Jimmy holds out his hand for a handshake. Hello there, sir. Very nice to meet you. My name is Now, I would not have told Martin my name.
Okay.
I would have told him my alias, Custer McCavish.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello there, sir. Very nice to meet you. My name is Custer McCavish, and I've got to say, I've heard absolutely wonderful things about the work that you're doing, and I was looking to see if I could maybe make an arrangement.
All right. He shakes your hand carefully, and you can tell that it's stained red at some places. And he nods like, well, it's nice to meet your acquaintance, Mr. McCavish. What can I do for you?
Does Martin have any of that staining on his hands?
No, not as far as you can see.
Okay. Well, sir, like I said, heard about your product recently, and I've got to say I'm absolutely blown away. I don't know how you're doing it, but I'm very impressed.
Please.
The arrangement that I would be looking for is a help with distribution and manufacturing. You see, you've got an excellent product. What you might not have is a discrete setup, a bit of wider connections than just the university, and maybe you'd want to diversify, expand your business, as it were.
Okay. So you are trying to. It sounds like you're trying to convince him to open up to the idea of going into business with you.
Yeah, it's definitely more of trying to blow smoke up his ass, for lack of a better term.
Okay. So that would be a sway roll.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's bad at this.
Right. Now, because you have 0 points in sway, there are ways for you to get more points. Right? For this roll. There are ways for you to get bonus dice. The first one is someone helps you in some way, right? You can, I don't know, think of something that might help you guys make this argument. That's one way, so you can get one bonus die by someone helping you. And the second one is you can either push yourself or take a devil's bargain to get a second bonus die. Right. So would anyone like to help Jimmy with this persuasion?
Can I do that?
Did we do something with it?
I was gonna say, if I do that, if I have Silas do that, that would then kind of give away that would get rid of my discretion, or is there a way that I can do that without?
No.
This
You
is like
would-
a situation of like this is when we could have a flashback, right?
You could, yeah. If but really right now a flashback, I don't see how a flashback would help in this situation to give you a bonus dice. A flashback is more to make a situation better for you, or to reinterpret something that just went horribly wrong.
Okay, so like maybe flashback is a mechanic, not the way that I'm thinking of it.
Yeah, it is
so
a
in my
mechanic.
mind it would be like okay. So what
Yeah.
I meant was more like it could have like a cut to a scene that happened earlier where like when it came to Jimmy saying like maybe a more professional distribution process,
Mhm.
like Silas could have just taken a shot at their building. We could have just done something to put them on edge and like would make them be like, maybe we're out of our depth right now.
Oh,
Would
so
that
you
be
want
a
to have
thing that
like
would be possible?
so like have an anonymous assault happening on their building.
Like not like a full on like somebody came in, knocked the door down, and like shot
Like-
somebody.
Like a
Mhm.
warning shot to be like,
Okay.
hey,
Like a brick through the window happened earlier today, and maybe that brick just happened to be wrapped in a blue piece of cloth.
Okay. Yeah. That could work. That again, that would not give you more dice, but it could increase the effect of your roll. Make the result more effective, right?
Okay, so right now to get another dice, it would have to be direct action in the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that's on me for not understanding. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're all learning this, or you're learning this game. So.
Cheechin with the big brain.
So yeah, and you don't have to necessarily step in and also talk. You can do whatever that might underscore Jimmy's argument of, yeah, we know what we're talking about. Yeah, we can definitely help you. Right? Even if it's just someone like across the bar suddenly nodding at the dude and pulling out a gun that's like, right, wink wink, nudge nudge, saying like, oh, okay, it's not just this one crazy dude talking to me, it's actually like people here.
I sense a hint, so I'm gonna say that. Yeah, so I'm like sitting at. So Silas is like sitting at the other end of the bar. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say like, can I have him do like a really subtle nod?
Sure. So you kind of point out, yes, Jimmy is in fact, or McCavish. What was the name again?
It's Custer McCavish.
Custer McCavish. Custer McCavish is part of a larger crew, and there's someone else here who also knows what they're doing. Right. So, yeah, sure. So that would totally help underscore the argument. If you want to help out, you take 1 stress, and then Bebo gets 1 extra die to roll.
Okay, so I'm adding 1 stress because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Now, Bebo, if you want more dice, you can push yourself for 2 stress, or you can take a devil's bargain. A devil's bargain is something bad happens regardless of what the roll outcome is.
Oh shit.
And it
That's
doesn't
kinda
have to be
cool, but,
directly tied to the situation. It can be some effect somewhere down the line.
Like somewhere down the line, I stepped on a nail.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say I push myself.
Okay. So that's
This is
2
the
stress.
opening. This is like the opening interaction.
Yeah.
I'm not good at this. I'm trying to make sure that we do things right here.
Okay.
I'm just a guy who's real good at punching. All of a sudden, I'm talking to some fucking dumbass. Trying real hard not to just grab him by the throat and say, "How fucking stupid are you?"
Okay, yeah. All right. So, do you want to do that flashback with the warning shot?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'd say, so, in my mind, I'd say, like, beginning of the day, early morning. I'm assuming these guys are fucking degenerates and they're sleeping in till, like, fucking 3 p.m.
Thanks for calling me out.
Jimmy's just gonna casually roll up, take a brick out of his pocket, wrap it in a blue cloth, throw it as hard as he can straight through that window. And he's not gonna run, he's just gonna keep casually walking. Jimmy knows that if you run, that just makes more people pay attention. Windows break all the time. We're in a factory district. There's glass plants. Nobody's gonna be too surprised about that.
Okay.
But I would
good.
say I'd like everyone else to maybe get involved in this. This isn't just Jimmy's show. I want to know what the party's getting into. I want to know what John's doing. I want to know what Khan's doing.
You said this is like the flash thing, or this is happening currently?
No,
This is the flashback.
Yeah, this is the flashback.
Okay, this is the flashback thing. Well, Silas is kind of he's pretty hands off. I mean, hands on, hands off, where he's always kind of like far enough away that he can jump in if needed, but not so close that it's going to cause him to have to get overly involved.
Okay.
Should we have everyone be a part of it, or should we have like just Jimmy like throwing a brick and then like have us like being pedestrians just walking?
Nah, like the flashback is not a big thing, right?
Okay.
I would even say because this flashback is pretty obvious, right? You just get a piece of blue cloth somewhere and then throw a stone through a window. you don't even need to roll for that. Right. And you don't
Okay.
even need to pay any stress for that because it is a simple thing. You know where the warehouse is. It's not that difficult to get a piece of blue cloth and a stone and such, and it's not too difficult to throw a rock, right?
I don't know, man. A real heavy rock.
So you don't even need to pay any stress for that flashback. So the flashback is not some sort of big deal. It's just, oh, hold up, something went badly or something could go better in the score. Can I have say, oh, I've prepared for this somehow, right?
Okay.
And that's all that's
Gotcha.
necessary. So yeah, I would then say because of the flashback, you're still in a risky position, right? That's the engagement roll. You're in a risky position, but your effect is great. It's not standard, it's a great effect if it goes well.
Okay.
And you get the 2 bonus dice from pushing yourself and from Silas helping you out.
Okay. And this is a sway roll?
Yep.
Okay. Sway, I clicked you. Why are you not giving me the funny pop-up?
No.
Oh,
There we
no.
go, okay. So, it's... And this is position is risky.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we started off in. Effect is great. Bonus dice is 2. Let's hope.
Ooh.
Hey!
Yo.
So that's a 6.
Yo.
That's a full success. So
Swag.
you have charmed this man.
Oh my.
This fucking moron. This galoot.
And he just immediately like pounds on the table and says, Barkeep, 3 of your finest. Or not 3 of your finest, but like 3 more ale here for my friends. Right. And then just starts gushing about, oh my god, we finally made it, you know, someone has noticed us. And yeah, is willing to start talking shop, basically.
Fantastic. All right, so like I said, I love the product, but you know, before we can really like promise a great distribution, I gotta know how it's produced. I mean, if this is like some, like I said, some shit you're finding just lying around, that's one thing. But if this is something that you're producing, then we gotta look into all kinds of things. You understand?
Yes, of course. I personally don't know how it's made. You'll have to ask our physiker here. He's back at where we work. You know what? He pounds on the table again. Drink up, and I'll take you to see him.
That sounds great. Jimmy slams his ale and gets ready to go. We bringing the kid with us?
He looks at Martin, and Martin is looking increasingly uncomfortable with all of this business talk that he didn't actually want to be a part of. He just wants some drugs, man. And he's like, no, just sell me what. He just slides over a small bag of coins. He's like, just give me something. I'll be on my way. And then, yeah, buy something and just gets up real quick. It's like, you gentlemen, have a great night, and just leaves. And this is getting decidedly too shady for him.
He doesn't even like walk out. He just like deuces and just disappears.
All right, so you drink up, and then all of you see Jimmy and his new best pal leave the bar. So do you follow? Or
Can this guy be named Buford?
sure.
Oh yeah.
My god. Yeah, I guess. When I did the nod, so that like that gave away like there's not really much of a secret that I am like that kind of gave away that I was involved with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna follow, but I might split off. Like
Okay.
once it keeps moving.
I mean, there's nothing more to do at the bar, really. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then I'm
the
for now
question-
following. Yeah.
yeah, the question is, do you attach? Do the others attach yourselves to the group and say, "Oh, hey, we're here as well," or do you kind of like stand guard or like stand watch, or whatever else it is you have in mind?
Yeah. I mean, that's up to the other two.
Yeah.
What were the options? I'm sorry.
I mean, Jimmy is being led to their hideout right now, where the Black Monks hideout, where they produce the stuff, and yeah, leaving the bar, going to the hideout. So the question is, do you guys just like join in and say, "Yo, we're also part of this crew," or do you just kind of follow secretly or stand watch? And such, because there's nothing more to the bar, right? You've met the dude, you've talked to him, and now he's
Yeah, so
leading
I'll
you
have
out.
so Khan will follow
Mhm.
Yeah.
far
It'd
enough
be-
to not be,
yeah, like
for them
Where-
to turn around and immediately see him.
yeah, like we're both following them. It's kind of like following the follow guy. He's also following Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah, if that is, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Anyways,
Okay. So he leads you to the warehouse that you've all known about. And sure enough, that broken window has now been boarded up provisionally. Does the secret knock, and then the door opens from the inside and introduces you. This is I can never remember the name. Custer McCavish, right? This is my friend Custer. He would like to do some business with us. He's here with, and he kind of looks around for Silas. It's like, a hound, I suppose. And
As I'm sure you understand, it's probably not the best of bet for us all to be walking around together at once.
yeah,
yeah, exactly. And then the dude on the other side of the door is like, well, if you say he's our friend, then come in. Right. So
yeah, like me and how you pronounce it, like Khan.
yeah.
Yeah, like we could be like a round-ish. Just keep like an eye on everything. And if anything happens.
Yep.
Can I have Silas split off?
Okay.
Like before, we're already at that warehouse, and he's there already, or no?
I mean, what would you like to do?
Because like on the way out of the bar, I kind of want Silas to kind of just like give Jimmy like a signal that he's going to go do his usual bread and butter, like go perch on a nearby rooftop.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Jimmy would have already just assumed that. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, that's like we're
Yeah,
a
sure.
new crew, but under the guise of the fact that we kind of already know like vaguely how each other operate.
Mhm.
So does this warehouse have 2 stories?
Yeah,
An
it
extra
looks.
floor?
Yeah, it's tall enough to have at least 2 stories. You don't know exactly what the inside is like. There's probably like a big warehouse floor and then like rooms or offices or so, or smaller storage cabinets. You can't really tell from the outside. If you want, you can try and find a way in.
Yeah, that's. I'd like to climb, climb up onto that second story and kind of peer in, see what I can see.
Okay.
If there are any windows or anything like that.
Yeah, there are definitely windows up there. In that case, that would be a prowl. A roll to prowl.
it's risky, correct?
I would say no. It's controlled.
Controlled.
Yeah, controlled and standard effect. Controlled because you're not in any danger or so. No one's suspecting you right now, and you're just kind of doing your thing. Okay, a 4, so that's a partial success. Which means yes, you are able to peer in, and you see that the whole back section of the warehouse has been boarded off, and there's what looks like lots of pots of a strange mushroom growing there, along with tables with various alchemical tools being worked on, and there's like 3 other people sitting or standing around working on the stuff. And then after not long, you do see Jimmy and his new pal walk in and getting introduced, right, and getting a look. However, because it's a partial success, there is something that goes wrong.
Hell yeah.
So let's see, where is my drawing thing? Freehand. Let's see if I can draw. Yeah, complications. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to draw a really badly shaped clock and split it into 4 pieces, and I'm going to label it, yes, writing with my mouse, suspicious. So these people, right, the whole gang is not yet sold on doing business with you, right? Only the one dude who was so charmed. So as a side effect, like, one of them kind of suddenly looks up to the window and sees you, and you duck away just in time. That he's like, is not sure, oh, did I just see someone there peering in? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color in one of these sections, and that is basically their suspicion level of, okay, what are these people actually doing here, right? What is actually going on? All right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so what do you do? Jimmy is being introduced. What about the others?
See, I figured, since we already have, what, at this point, 3 people inside the warehouse. We're inside the building, or at least, we have one person sneaking. And then we have 2 people pretty much like inside.
We have 1 person. We have 2 people in, because it's Jimmy and it's Khan. But then Silas is like on another building looking in.
Yeah, I figured that. See, okay, I wanted to make sure. That's why I wasn't saying anything. I figured I can just stay on the ground and like just either surveil it for surveillance or and just like a watch out.
Okay.
Yeah, like just like stay at ground level, just try not to act suspicious. Just pretend like I'm just hanging out and like
loitering.
Yeah, pretty much. Just loitering around. But in case like something happens, I could almost easily run in or help out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. And what about Jimmy? So your new best friend, what did you call him? Beaufort? Buford introduces you to the rest of the crew that's in there working on these tables, and yeah, you can see, all right, it's manufactured from this the strange red mushroom that they've grown around various pots. And they're just kind of extracting some sort of essence from it, and then boiling it down into like small brittle cubes, basically packing them up.
Jimmy's gonna take a look, like, you telling me this is all organic? You telling me you guys just growing this yourself?
Yeah, this is it's renewable. We can sell as much as we want.
That's absolutely genius. I love the sound of that. Let me tell you, we had some deals with some guys. They had to source all their ingredients. Nightmare, absolute nightmare. Having to go through all that stuff, paying off the blues, it's a nightmare. The less you have to deal with the blues, I mean, I'm sure you guys know, the less you have to deal with the blues, the better. Am I right?
Yeah, they all like nod very knowingly amongst each other. Right.
So, what's the current take on this?
So, first off, who are you? What can you offer us?
My apologies. My name is Custom McCavish. I am a very well-connected man with the ability to. I see right now you're running off a very, very well-patrolled area. I'm sure you guys, you know that. You know where you work. What I am offering you is that I've got a little bit of a connection in an area you might have interest in, the night market.
As soon as you mention night market, like they start whispering in some sort of dialect or so that you don't quite understand amongst each other, but like you can tell there's some excitement among them.
So as I'm sure you know, I mean, this is where you work. While Coal Ridge is a lovely place, and it's got close access to legitimate jobs, which are very good cover. You do, I'm sure, notice that there is quite a bit of prying eyes everywhere around here. Am I right?
Yes. We've already been found out, so to speak.
Now say what?
Nothing. You probably saw the broken window outside. It's an unfortunate incident. But do say more if we can expand our operation somewhat.
We'll come back to that window thing. I don't want to leave without talking about that. But yes, we've got connections. Me and my well, I guess you'd say cohorts. I'd more say co-workers. We've got connections, and we think that you're moving an absolute great product that you're producing. But we do think that it's destined for more than just the collegiate level. I think with what you've got and the absolute wow factor that it's got, we could definitely get you moving past collegiate. Maybe get you to more of a delegate. maybe even get you to deal with I don't know. Maybe some of the people of the night market. Like I said, night market's where we work out. It's, as I'm sure you know, it's a good place to be working out of. You want to sell to somebody, they're gonna be there.
Right. So you can kind of tell he's nodding along, and kind of only half understanding what you're actually trying to say.
Oh, I am 1000%. I am talking in ways that is making it seem like, once again, like I'm blowing smoke up their ass.
Yeah.
But I'm talking absolute fucking nonsense. Because, like, as much as Jimmy knows, like, you gotta play cool on this one, he's also just, he can't stand how fucking stupid these mooks are.
Really
He's just
are.
like, I can't fucking believe any dumb thing I say.
Yeah. All right. So, would you like to make another roll then to convince the rest of this gang to do business with you?
Yeah.
That would be another sway roll.
Could I make a not an argument, but like make a case for it being command? In the aspect that Jimmy has come in and immediately already started telling people like, well, this is how your operation is right now, but like this is what it will be, and this is where you will be operating.
Okay, so something like a very forceful salesperson, like a door-to-door salesperson.
Yeah, like
who convinces you that you do need a third vacuum cleaner.
exactly. Like it's the same energy as if you've ever listened to those like credit card scammers that Jim Browning does on YouTube, where they're just like harassing these poor old people.
Yeah.
That's the same energy that I'm going for.
Yep.
Like pure scumbag energy.
Okay, so it's like you know what you're talking about, and you are the boss of this operation now, and yeah. Okay.
Trying to get Granny to cough up the credit card info.
Using pure double speak, like just saying like, oh, you know what I mean, constantly.
Okay.
To make them be too embarrassed to go like, no, I do not know what you mean.
Okay. So let's see.
If you think that'd be something besides command, I'm also down to roll that, because that's like that is the way that I'm going for this.
Yeah. I am, and this is purely just to also introduce the system a bit. You can roll command, but then I'm going to make this a desperate position. Right? If you were just to sway or so, it would be more friendly and just risky. But if you come in here and play the big boss or like the credit card salesman and such, they're a bit more apprehensive, right? So it would be a desperate position, but still standard effect. And you can always push yourself and take a devil's bargain, even if you already have a couple of dice.
I'm gonna push myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna push myself. So that's take 2 stress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you get an extra die.
And I'm not taking a devil's bargain.
Yes, either push yourself or devil's bargain. You can't have both.
Okay, so you can't do both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll push myself. And I let's see if this works out well. Come on.
3 dice on command.
Jimmy.
Let's go.
Is this risky or is it controlled? No, this is desperate.
Desperate, yes.
Yeah. And it'll be a standard effect.
Mm-hmm.
1 bonus die.
Hey!
Wow.
Is that just barely a success?
No, it's a full success. Like, you count the highest die. You just...
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the last one was a 5, and
Yeah.
it was a success, but also something happened.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
All right. So
So I'm guessing what he was 1 away from like having like a great effect. Then maybe. Or
no, like the position and effect is dictated by what you're actually doing in the fiction.
gotcha. Okay.
Right. It's not so much like there are no mechanics to decide which one you get. It's more
Gotcha.
like, okay, if you want to command them, that's not as solid as trying to sway them, for instance. So if
Okay.
Right.
It depends on like the position, pretty much.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Same with effect, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you made it. You actually got a 6, and a 6 is just success, straight up.
Hell yeah, passable.
Nice. So they are now interested in listening to you, right? They are down for it, and starting to talk about, oh yeah, we've always wanted to go to night market, but you know, the bill hooks run that place. They're scary, blah blah, and we're new, and so on, and yeah, and they are very interested in starting to do business with you and talk about. Well, hold on. If you have, do you have a crew? Like, I can't imagine it's only you like doing this stuff.
Well, we've yeah. Before I reveal any more information, it's safe to say that we've come to an arrangement, right, boys?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm sure my boy Buford here. You saw my friend in the bar.
Yes, I did.
All right. And then he's gonna just Did he notice? Would Jimmy have been able to tell which one got suspicious of Khan? Were they like hiding their suspicion, or was it just like they were already suspicious in general, so he wouldn't be able to tell?
Hard to say. I mean, it's basically just...
You know what? No, he wouldn't give out Khan anyway.
Okay.
These people aren't really worth like giving the full information. But as you could see, we've got many men that are hidden in absolute complete openness that it makes it quite hard for any would-be adversaries to identify or locate us.
That sounds really good.
Rest assured, you are running with a crew, and you will have our full force behind you.
Sounds good. All right. Do any of the others want to do something like this? This score is starting to look like it's about ready to wrap up. All right. Unless any of you want to do something else.
I think I'm good with having Silas just continue to wait it out in case anything in quotes goes south, but it's not looking like that.
Yeah, you've been having some good rolls tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the info preemptively got us in a good spot, and now like that we're here, it's going pretty smooth. Like, yeah.
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at until like we know that it's good. We are set.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of room for error the way that we're set up right now, and we're
and since we've been getting good rolls, that also could mean that we may lose some luck.
All right. So I would say like it ends with you drafting a simple contract, right? Signing it and then just saying, all right, yeah, we will work together now. We'll supply you with this, and you sell us and blah, get a deal of the cut and so on. Yeah, it sounds like that this is about it. Full success on the score. Yay.
First score, easy. Let's go.
Yeah, that was. All right, that went surprisingly well.
Honestly, yes. Oh God, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was fully expecting to fuck up every situation.
I think Bebe was sweating.
Those 2 6s, like, oh my goodness.
You can't see Jimmy, but Jimmy's like actually like sweating profusely this entire time.
Oh my God.
Like, stay calm. Just stay calm. We got this.
I guess this brings up a valid point with how this runs. Is there a lot of like wind down stuff that we can do, like with the remaining time, or is it like the score kind of like scores are like, I know the scores are like the main focus, but like how much else happens in the downtime that we can?
Quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
So this is also in the cheat sheet. It's on page 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole page for it.
Yeah, there's a whole page for it.
Whoops. I feel okay. I'm looking at it and I've read this, but I didn't like read this.
So, I would say it's time to wrap the score up then. So you all make your way back to your lair, all happy. Get in contact with Huxley, who is very happy to hear that you have secured a source of crimson bliss for him. All right. So let's go through this step by step. Payoff. This was definitely not a silent operation, right? You dealt with another gang. You smashed some windows.
Literally.
So, you get 2 rep plus 1 because that gang was 1 tier higher, right? So
Sweat.
3 rep on your crew sheet. Let me just put that on there. 3 rep. All right. Coin. You get, I would say, 3 coin for this. Paid to you by Huxley as as a deal. Like, all right, you secured us this. Now we pay you for that, and then we start trading that thing. So he's very happy. He hands you over a small chest of silver coins and takes a look at the contract, copies it down, and says like, all right, that is very good. My lads will be very happy to hear about this. Foghounds will love this.
That's
Then,
very good to hear.
He goes out, and you're not really tied to a crime boss at this time, or you didn't really do anything big enough, right? You didn't steal anything or so. So tithe, we kind of skip that for now.
I was gonna say, did we even really like commit a crime besides breaking a window?
I mean,
You committed the crime of being too good.
all right.
We dumb boys.
So heat. How much heat do you get for this? I would actually say 0. Like you did this really smoothly. Sure, there was a broken window, but no one can tie that back to you. So I would say that's quiet exposure or low exposure. Okay, and then we get to entanglements. Entanglements are basically things that happen when in between, other factions hear of your exploits, or things just happen. You are in a network of other factions. So let's see. I will roll. Hold on. Yeah. I will roll, and since you have a wanted level of 0, which means I roll 2 dice and take the lower one, which is better for you.
Okay, gotcha.
I think. Let me just check real quick because it doesn't say on the cheat sheet for some reason.
Would it be high? Like, do you choose the highest ones that you get since you do 2, and we're not really wanted?
Hold on here. Payoff, heat, entanglements. There we go. Yeah, keep the lowest result. So you want a low result, right?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, there. 3. So
Okay.
we are at heat 0, 1, 2, 3. Gang trouble or the usual suspects.
Fucking Billhook boys.
So I would say, the Black Lotus is coming to look for trouble.
All right.
Right? They
Alright, I
still
like
have
that.
beef with you. They are looking for trouble.
God. Oh, that's funny.
And
I like that.
they want to get you out of their old home, essentially.
Oh,
So-
So
fuck
did
me.
we we officially like get the rest of the like half dozen like meat shields in our gang?
They are actually an ally now, or not an ally, but like a business partner. So I will put that in factions. Black Lungs. Right. And I would say you're at a +2 with them.
Okay, but they're not like joining our gang.
No, not yet.
Yeah, just
Okay, so
allies.
they're
Yeah,
still-
like we,
Yeah.
yeah.
That would
It's
actually
just,
be,
it's just a partnership. Okay.
yeah. You can actually try and get them into your gang in downtime. I'll explain that in a
That's
bit.
exactly. Hell yeah.
So, yeah, so the Black Lotus comes looking for trouble. So you can either lose some reputation because, you know, you let yourself be pushed around, or you make an example of one of their gang members, right? Or you, I don't know, get some damage to your, yeah. Actually, your lair is secure, so that wouldn't really be a thing, right? They can't really go in there and do anything bad to you. So you either lose rep because you're just letting it happen, or you make an example of one of their gang members.
Make a fucking
Make an example.
Make a
of our
fucking
gang members.
example. What the fuck?
Okay.
Fucking dumbasses.
All right. So you find one of them, and I assume you just beat the living daylights out of him.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And I make sure to beat the shit out of them while I've got Buford with me. I want to bring Buford along with me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Buford sees firsthand how you deal with the underworld of Duskwall. And-
While I'm punching him, I want to be like, all right, now you see what we got right here, Buford. We got a fucking moron. Just punched him in the fucking nose. Now, Buford, what do you do when somebody comes in and tries to tell you what to do with your own fucking house? Punches him in the fucking nose.
Okay. Now, that doesn't warrant a roll or anything. You just find one and beat him up. That might come back to bite you later, but for now, you know, the Black Lotus is just not really wanting to continue this right now.
Bunch of losers.
All right.
Losers.
Now on the next page we have the downtime activities. Right. So there's a whole bunch of different downtime activities possible. You can acquire an asset. You can have a long-term project. You can recover from any harm, which none of you took, which is amazing.
I'm so surprised.
You
Oh
can
my God.
reduce heat, which you also don't have.
I was gonna say at this point, I think like I got like 1 stress, so maybe like
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like indulging in a
I
vice.
have
but-
4 stress.
Oh, actually, yeah, I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
like the biggest thing that came out of this was Jimmy has a shit
Yeah.
of stress.
So you can train, which is marking XP in one of your playbook tracks. You can indulge your vice, which is how you reduce your stress. Oh god, hiccup. Yeah. Yeah, and that's basically it. So if you want to work on actually integrating these people into your gang, right? This would be a project, basically. So you kind of work them and say, you know what, would be better to have centralized leadership, blah, or whatever, right? Whatever it is you want to do, and make it a long-term project, and yeah, work on that during downtime.
That's 100% what Jimmy's gonna do.
Okay.
With the full knowledge of how stressed he is, all he can think about is like, yeah, I might be stressed now, but like, think about it. Next time we got a situation like this, I train up these fucking morons, and bada bing, bada boom, they take care of it for me. I don't have to deal with this stress. Even though in the back of his mind, he knows like, you were already bad at talking. These people believed you. They are not going to be better than you at talking. He's making that rationalization to himself, though, to justify, like, just keep going at it.
Just by the way, you get 2 downtime actions. Right?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And every one of you gets 2 downtime actions. So you can all work on the same thing. You can work on different things. You can choose to do whatever. You can try and get a contact. You can try and acquire like special tools. You can train yourself. You can.
I was gonna say, for special tools, does that qualify as like, or along the line? Because I would definitely want to try to get, if it's not something I already have, like I see it on the character sheet, but like a long rifle. Is that, or is that like an item? Like, is that like a thing we have to like shop for?
The thing with acquiring an asset is you can get higher quality items.
Oh.
And that will give you bonuses if you use them.
You can get that through assets.
Yeah, acquiring assets.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do. Me personally, yeah, I'm gonna do at least one of them. I would say like acquiring an asset. It's 2 each, so we have like 8 in total. Per character, we have 2 downtime activities. Or the crew
Yeah, per
is
character,
all?
2 downtime activities.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna do acquire asset, and then I'll have Silas also indulge in his vice and go to the pleasure house down the street.
Oh, so you're going to indulge your vice?
Yes.
Be very careful with that, because you only have 1 stress. So so how indulging your vice works is you reduce your stress and you roll for it. But if your roll
so
says,
if I'm only on 1, okay.
And if your roll says you reduce more stress than you currently have, it means you overindulge.
Oh yeah, never mind.
And yeah, so 1 stress, I would sit it out. Just
yeah, I'll sit it out then. Yeah, I'll just do acquire asset and train then. Yeah, I'll just say that he's working on his shooting at the range.
all right.
Practicing his sharpshooting.
Okay.
And then where do I mark that XP for?
In your character sheet, you have for each of the 3 stats and for playbook, you have these notches.
Okay.
So what are you training?
I will train insight.
Insight. Okay. Then you get 1 XP in insight.
And that's that rectangle with like a little slash that's like
Yes,
diagonal at the bottom of it.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah. Okay. So you roll the crew's tier in order to see how good the asset is that you get. Or what you can do is you can start because really acquiring an asset is temporary, but if you want to work on getting a really nice rifle, permanently, that would be more a long-term project.
Then I guess I'll switch it to long-term project if it would result in me like more permanently having like a long rifle. Then yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm looking
Let
for.
me just check your character sheet real quick. Oh, you already have a fine long rifle available, actually.
It's counted already as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
in that case,
okay.
then
You could do
this
things like...
is a learning experience for me.
Yeah. No. It's all fine.
It's literally we're all learning this, yeah.
Can you double down on one of these? No, like can you train twice?
Yes, but not the same track.
Okay, different track.
Yeah.
I'll stick with asset then, and maybe try to get like something of extra quality, like if there's like maybe a scope or something, or like better caliber bullets or something along that line. I don't know if that's
like explosive bullets.
oh, maybe something. Yeah, I mean, just something a little more versatile than just what I already have that might add to that.
Sure, you can try to get that.
Yeah, then I'll stick with that. I'll
Okay.
just change the kind of asset that I'm.
All right, so that would be our roll for the cruise tier, which is a 1.
All right. Well,
Swag.
Nice. There's the bad luck. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you just get some very basic explosive ammo. It's nothing special,
Okay.
but you can use it for something, and it lasts
Floats in
for
your hand when you shoot it.
yeah. And it lasts for the duration of 1 score. So you can say, all right, for this score, I'm bringing along my explosive ammos and using it, and then that's it. You've used it up.
Okay. Is there somewhere I should write that down?
In your, I think you can.
There's like a notes section, I
add?
believe.
Can you add equipment?
add items. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Then
Just add on the plus
plus, and then
explosive ammo.
you said how many?
For 1 score, enough for 1 score.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's asking how much load, like how much load is
Oh, it's none, no load.
that? Okay.
It's just a bunch of bullets.
Okay. Explosive ammo. I'll just put 1 score in parentheses next to it.
All right. What would the others like to do?
Is there a way that I can actually help out Jimmy with the with I guess what the recruitment or like the training of the new people, like the new members or
Yeah.
something like that? Like
Um,
kind of help like de-stress, like not add on too much stress to it. Or just like help out.
So what you can do, this could be a long-term project for the entire crew, and just everyone can try and work on it somehow. Just tell me what it is that you're doing. So this is going to be a clock again, right? And you just fill it up over several downtimes depending on how you roll. And once it's full, then you have integrated the black lungs into your gang.
Hell yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So if Jimmy if Jimmy was only doing it, he only fill in 1. But if I am added in, it gets 2, right? Is that how that
No,
works?
it's a roll.
Okay, gotcha.
So you tell me what you do, and then we see what fits, what action fits for this.
I mean, I was just thinking, like, just like help out, like instead of having Jimmy be the only person talking and giving out what information needs to be said, I can also stand there and be like, yeah, I'm also a member of this group, and I can just help out when needed.
Mm-hmm.
Just helping Jimmy out in the process.
Okay. So you're just standing there menacingly?
It's kind of there menacingly, but it's also kind of like because Jimmy, what class are you again? For
Cutter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cutter, yeah. So that like Jimmy can give like some cutting like talk like, well, I guess just trying to word it correctly. Jimmy being the cutter, doing like the cutter wisdom, where like they know he's a cutter, but then you have like the whisper there as well.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Right, so describe to me what it is that you're actually doing, your character.
Because Jimmy is, what is he doing exactly?
I guess the way that I think the first thing Jimmy would do would do the Black Lungs have like people that were fucking with them aside from us?
Probably.
Okay, first thing Jimmy would do, because I'm assuming if they're fucking with the Black Lungs, they're probably another rinky-dink group. Jimmy would go find where they are and just fucking destroy the place. Fuck it all up. If they are producing drugs, I'm breaking all of their equipment, and I am making sure that the Black Lungs are with me.
Okay.
I'm showing them that, like, when we are together, there is power with more of us, and that the intimidation factor of working together produces better results than us being vaguely associated.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I would join in. Like Jimmy was like, "Hey, yo, we're gonna go target these guys," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Okay. So what Jimmy's doing, that sounds a lot like a wreck roll.
1000% wreck. It
Yeah.
is literally wrecking, just wrecking their shit.
All right.
Just showing up, being like, that's a nice table you have here. It would sure be an awful shame.
It'd be a shame if kicks it over.
All right, then give me a wreck roll. This is
Where's it
just
written?
another fortune roll, basically. So there's no negative effects possible and
Here
such.
come those double ones. Here come those double ones.
Do I do a rec one as well or no?
It depends
are
on
we
what you are doing. If you are just there as well breaking stuff, then sure. If you
Then
want
okay, I'll
to do
do it.
something else,
Yeah, I'm basically just helping Jimmy out. Like if Jimmy was saying at this point, like, "Hey, we're going to destroy this place. All right, we're going to destroy this place. We're going to go mug someone." It's like, "Okay, we're mugging someone then."
Okay.
Just to like show them, like, yeah, we mean business. We know what we're doing, and we're ready to move in.
Okay. Then yeah, a wreck roll.
Would
as
there
well.
be bonus dice since we're both doing it together, or no?
No, you get 2 rolls
Okay.
effectively.
Gotcha.
You roll
Alright,
stuff.
here we
And
go.
what is it? Is it risky?
Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, that
Risk-
was the wrong one.
That was a wreck. Not
What is it?
skirmish.
Risky, controlled.
Just fortune roll.
Here we go. Here's gonna be the 1-2.
1 6.
1.
Okay.
I either do real good or I do real bad.
Standard, limited.
Yeah, it doesn't
or is
really
it-
matter. Just standard.
Oh, okay. Okay, just standard. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then no bonus dice. Make sure no bonus dice.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure. All right. Ah.
That's okay. So Jimmy manages to get 3 segments of the clock, and with John's or with Joe's help, it's one more.
John, yeah.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
filled
nice.
up 4 out of the 8 segments to
Nice.
integrate the black lungs. All right.
What's
Yeah.
John doing with his other part?
Train. I'd say train.
Okay.
And I will train. I will do resolve if I could.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, so then just add 1 to the bar next to resolve.
You actually add 2
Oh, okay.
because you have the upgrade for the resolve training.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
the crew has an upgrade for that.
Oh, okay, nice. And then when I get, and just making sure when I get the full bar in, you get 1 dot.
Yes.
Make sure.
Okay. Kuma, any ideas on what you want to do?
I'd like to start a project
Mhm.
on obtaining a vehicle.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Sounds interesting. What kind of a vehicle?
Maybe like a carriage.
Okay. Okay.
Something we could transport stuff in.
All right. So that sounds like it's not too involved, but it might cost a bit. Like, do you want to get the carriage and draft animals as well, or just
Just the carriage for now.
just the
We
carriage?
We can get animals at a later point.
All right.
'Cause I'm
Yeah.
sure they'd cost a bit of coin.
Yeah, they probably would. Okay. Then I would say that's a 6-segment long-term project. So on your character sheet, you on the bottom above your notes, you have a section for clocks. So you can add a 6-segment clock and name it acquire a carriage or whatever helps you remember. And what do you do to get a carriage?
Let's see here. I go and see if there's just any abandoned carriages out and about, in the I guess in the city.
Okay. That looks like a survey roll.
We talking abandoned or are we talking quote unquote abandoned?
Quote unquote abandoned.
Swag.
All right.
Swag.
That would still be a survey roll, though. You're just looking around the city, seeing any carriages that are not tied down or so. I don't know. Do you tie down carriages? I have no idea. But yeah,
Would this be controlled or risky?
just the fortune roll.
Oh, a fortune roll.
Yeah, these are just rolls just for the result, not for any consequences or such. Okay, what did you get?
Oh,
A 6. Oh wait.
a 1. That's your dice.
Wait, what did you? Oh, you pressed fortune?
Oh, you told me to do a fortune roll.
No. Survey. Roll survey.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. Oh, still got
Well, that's still
Oh,
Oops.
no.
that's still 1 segment, you know.
Yeah.
So you look around and basically see, okay, there's nothing nearby. That is usable for now. You might have to look somewhere else in the future. Right.
I actually do have to take off because it's past 9.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Imagine.
Then
All right.
okay, we'll finish up very quickly as well then, I think. But yeah, have fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for
We'll see
showing
all next
up.
time.
Yeah.
See you next
Thanks for being
time.
See you.
Bye. Okay. All right, I would say we just do the rest of the downtime actions real quick, and then we can also finish off.
Ready, and then I'll train. Prowl.
So that's training
Or-
prowess.
Oh yeah, prowess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
And I would
put
just mark that.
the first notch. Yeah, exactly. Hold on, Jimmy. Did you have a second action?
I do have. I haven't done it yet, but I would like to use a second one. I'd like to use my time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't heal myself more than I already am. That would be
No.
broken.
Or maybe you could. With the power of drugs.
Could I get Buford as a cohort? Or is that already being taken care of in the...
That is the integrate black lungs thing.
Gotcha.
You can.
You know, I'm already focused on that. I'm just gonna train some resolve.
Okay.
So, and then take 2 in that because we have it in our
Yeah, exactly.
lair. Hell yeah, swag.
Also, you did a desperate roll. A desperate command roll. So whenever you do a desperate roll, I'm saying this now, we'll do XP at the beginning of next session.
Yeah.
But just so that I don't forget in the meantime, whenever you make a desperate roll, you mark 1 XP for that stat.
Oh?
So you
Okay.
made a desperate command roll, which gives you 1 XP in resolve.
Okay. Swag.
So so Jimmy gets 3 then, right?
Yeah, 1 for the roll and then 2 for the training.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
So that's kind of an incentive to get you to make desperate rolls.
Hell yeah, I'm down. I'm always down for desperation.
I'm always desperate.
Nice.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, like I said, we'll do XP at the beginning of next session, and really, the more familiar we become and the more integrated into the story and such you become, the faster this all goes, right? Then you know already. Oh, okay, I want to do this thing, or you know exactly what you need to do in downtime and such. This is still getting to know the game.
Yeah. It's exciting though. It's getting really exciting.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for the crew name. We don't need to go with it, but it is a suggestion. The Stalking Heads.
Stalking as in
Like stalking, like we're stalking them.
okay, not,
They don't know we're there, but we're there.
oh, not,
But then
not
we're
like
also
the-
talking.
Oh.
Double entendre. We are the Stalking Heads.
Oh god. All right,
That's
something
just
to
my
think
suggestion.
about, I guess, in the
Yeah.
meantime.
Something about at least.
I was thinking like panty and stocking kind of stocking.
Be quiet.
No!
Be quiet, Chichin. I'm gonna leave right now.
The
would be
stocking
pretty funny.
heads, okay.
The stocking heads. We
Oh,
run
Stocking
around with
panties. Wait, what?
We run around with the little, the leg stockings on our heads.
That's your trademark.
That's a trademark, yeah.
Oh.
No, like we do a robbery, we just put like the pantyhose over our heads, like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, man.
All the characters' faces are all smushed up against the pantyhose or whatever.
Oh god. Whew. All right. All right. I think this would be a good time to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Swag.
and then hopefully get into more misadventures next time, and maybe run into some trouble unlike today. Like, man.
Chichi just wants action. He's just
I
here
mean,
like, come
that's
on,
what this game
guys.
is about, right?
It is.
Well. Okay. Yeah, why don't you just quickly say goodbye, say what you're planning for your streams or whatever activities, etc.
Before we do that, what's the schedule like? Are we gonna do this next week or?
I
Is it
would
good?
think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesdays work for me.
Yeah.
Wednesdays?
Or Wednesdays or Tuesdays. I mean, the original was Tuesday, but we can.
I would
see...
prefer if it was Wednesdays personally.
Okay.
That's just me.
We can do
I'm
that
also
as well.
going to say I prefer if it was Wednesday, because then I could do every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here.
Sure. I can do that.
All right. Meow.
But we can talk that out over Discord as well.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Awesome.
So yeah, very
my
quick.
name-
Yep.
My name's Devin Chan. Tomorrow I'm doing D&D with Lee and Bear and Amy, and it's great and it's awesome.
Nice.
Friday I might stream. Who knows? I don't. Saturday I might stream. Who knows? You don't. Sunday service 9 a.m. Be there. Thank you, Chichin, for hosting. Hail Satan.
Thank you for being here. All right, John.
Let's see. For me, it's not because I'm a complete idiot or anything, so don't even think about that. I actually have another collaboration in like less than an hour at another streamer's channel where it's gonna be me, Indadiri, and Dad Chris. We're gonna be playing through Dream Daddy on
Ooh.
Indy's channel. And it's gonna be an experience
Nice.
to do that. Let's see. Thursday, don't have any plans, so let's see what happens. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, really have no idea as well. It really depends on what my work schedule will be, and everything else. But probably will be streaming more this week, playing through Cyberpunk some more, and maybe some more Mahjong. So
Nice.
that's about it.
Okay. Cool.
It looks like Soul disconnected on accident from the chat, so looks like Soul reconnected to the chat on purpose.
Oh, hi.
Soul?
Hi.
Is this thing on?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes,
It's on.
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, we were just doing our goodbyes and shout outs and such. So
Oh,
yeah, if you want to just
Sorry for me to come back. Sorry, I had a BRB.
no problem.
No problem.
I realized
It's your
I didn't
turn,
hit
gamer.
enter when I came back, and let's see, got a BRB super quick, and I did not hit this button. Whoops. Yeah, what's up? I'm Soul.
That's all.
God.
We are all professionals here, by the way.
I'm something.
I feel that.
All right. Yeah. Any plans? Any streams coming up on your end?
I'm trying to think. Oh, yes, actually. Team Rice Bowl v Donbury is having a charity raid train this weekend to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And
Ooh,
I will
nice.
be in one of those stream slots. I believe my time is I think it's Friday at 11 a.m. EST. That is 8 a.m. PST. And there will be a lot of that. Will be everyone has an hour slot, and we'll be raiding each other back to back and plugging that Tiltify donation link for charity fundraising for St. Jude's.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
I think I will be playing Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, and or
Ooh.
Skullgirls.
Oh.
So,
Ooh,
one of
interesting.
those- I'm gonna be playing a fighting game.
Okay.
Is it safe to assume that you will be playing with the one, the only Nutman?
I should reach out to him and see if he wants to play some games. Because I was just gonna play ranked on whatever I was doing. But yeah, that would be a good idea too. Actually. Thanks, Babu.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
All right, and Kuma.
Don't really have anything to shout out. Just thanks for having me here.
Yeah, sure thing. All right, yeah, thank you all for being here and being an awesome crew of scoundrels. And
No, thank you, Cheechin, for deciding to do this. Honestly,
this is a lot of fun. And,
it is. It really is. I'm looking forward to next week.
all right, and yeah, we should look for someone to raid. Let's see who's on, who's streaming something fun. Maro is streaming. I mean, she has a mic off stream.
Yeah, she's mic off stream today.
Can we freak out my best friend? Can we
No.
scare the shit out of Merc?
Oh, wait, is Merc streaming?
Merc is streaming.
Ooh.
Yo.
Okay. Okay.
I'll drop the.
Okay, so let's do that. Raid. Typing, please. Oh my god. What is it with me in typing today?
Cheechin, you're streaming tomorrow too, right?
Yes I am actually. I'm streaming.
Yeah, what time?
8 p.m. my time, which 6 hours back for EST. That's 2 p.m. EST. BioShock 2. I'm in the final chapter.
Still playing BioShock 2?
Yeah, I should be in the final chapter, I think.
Nice.
So might finish it next week. Or next week. Tomorrow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's get the raid started. Yeah. Awesome. All right, yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Thanks again to my lovely crew here. And we will see you all next week for some more Blades in the Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you guys.